You're watching the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. I'm Khadija Nazahim and we're here at the Bandaragama Go-Karting Racing Track. Speedbay is hosting its first ever 12 hours endurance race championship for the first time in Sri Lanka. So buckle up, this is go-karting like never before. So with me, I've got the manager of the team, Iron Maidens, Ishan Paris. Hi, Ishan.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going good. And Ishan, I want to ask you, how has been the pit stop strategy for this 12-hour endurance? How have you been managing to communicate with the drivers?
So primarily, we use pit boards and various forms of hand signals. Formerly, this championship used to have radio communication, which is no longer allowed as per the regulations. So we've had to use more traditional methods.
So Ishan, your team is the only team that has 4 women in it, and it's a women's team. I can call it a women's team, is it? So how have you been managing the girls?
Well, honestly, I think I've been really impressed with their progress. Most of them started from zero experience in June earlier this year, and I'm really happy to be working with them. They've honestly put in a lot of effort. I'd say just as much, if not more, than I have. While I've been away on tour, they've continuously come and driven and built up their experience. So I'm really proud of everything that they've done so far. I know our position at the moment doesn't necessarily reflect us being competitive, but take it from me, if you really look at the pace that we are doing compared to the others and looking at the experience we have versus the others, it's really impressive even for us to be here competing and honestly completing a 12-hour race with no major issues. I think it's a testament to their effort.
How has been the fatigue management for the drivers? Like, how do you know when to change, when to switch? And there's an average weight, and how have you been managing that?
Well, the weight, I would say, is our biggest disadvantage at the moment. So being an all-girls team, naturally, we have to run more weight ballast because we are well below the average. So this, I would say, also has influenced our performance a lot. When it comes to the stint times, I can only run as much as the fuel tank would allow me to. So I am limited by that, but the girls have been really fit. They've not had issues with fatigue so far. But I have to say, Speedbay has the recovery room here today, and they've been here with the ice bath and the compression chairs, the compression bags for your legs, your arms. So recovery has been has been a very important thing today, and they've definitely been very helpful. But also preparation. We spend a lot of time on track. We do everything we can to get our drivers seasoned and ready for a long 1-hour stint.
Okay, so we're 9 hours done, 3 hours to go. Cheers for it.
Thank you so much.
Hasita Jayaratna, one of the drivers from Toachi Racing. Hasita, how has this day been? 12 hours of driving.
Since morning we have been running, so it's very exhausting. But it's energetic as well in giving this opportunity from Speedbay. It's amazing. So we will be fighting still. There's more than 2 hours in play. So let's see. Everything.
Okay, thank you, Hasita. Hasita, talking about the fuel management. So y'all don't have digital records, right? So how do you manage it, and how do you know that you'll have to come to the pit stop?
Of course, we have the experience of having 6-hour endurance in the early part of the year. So with that experience, and of course we have a great strategist, Mr. Wajira, I think, who's been great since that. So we are pushing to our limits. Let's see. Okay.
So Hasita, your team is being mentored by Dilanta Malagamo. Give us a few words about him. How has his mentorship been, and how has it worked for today?
Of course, I cannot forget him. He's a mentor. So he's supporting our team, our other youngest 5 drivers. So it's a great honor to be driving it with him, one of the great in Sri Lanka and the world as well. So it's been a pleasure, and it's been an honor to drive under his mentorship.
Thank you, Hasita. And like you said, there's more than 2 hours to go. All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And with me, I've got Chahil Sali, representing St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia's karting team, the only school to represent this endurance championship. Chahil, give us a small insight on it.
So we started to this race with pole position as qualifying, and now we are holding about 5th position, and we've completed all the mandatory pit stops. So I think we'll be able to hold off strong. I also think that we are having somewhat of a comeback from the last endurance where we completed as 7th place. So yeah, it's about time that we come back.
Chahil, how is it to participate as one of the youngest teams in the sport?
It is quite a privilege, especially having college support us like this. It's one of the biggest things since not many other schools are also into this, and it's a big privilege.
Thank you, and I hope this will be one of the inspiration for other schools also to come participate. So thank you.
Thank you.
got the team strategist Madhava Manchanaika from Cisco Labs. Madhava, how has your strategy been in fuel management and the pit stop management?
Yeah, it's been a very tricky day today because we have to manage our 5 drivers and the stint times based on that, and we have some minimum stint time that each driver had to do. So we are trying to manage that, and also the refueling and the mandatory pit stop that we have. So we had a strategy when we are coming into the race, and we had to do some little bit of tweaking here and there, but currently we are going okay. Yeah.
So Madhava, how does the driver know that he is his fuel is not enough? He needs to come to. How do you communicate?
Yeah, the one thing is driver has the ability to sense if there is low fuel in the tank. So there is a small mist coming up with the engine, and also we also know the average time that a car can do in a given full tank. So we give them a notification through our boards that this time has passed. So the driver knows that if there is any miss or any indication that the petrol is low, then he will pit. So he will indicate to us through hand signals, and yeah, then we'll strategize with our pit crew to do the transport. Yeah.
Nice. So as your team has 5 drivers, how do you send? Who do you send first? Who do you send second? How do you manage that?
Yeah, so there is a rule that we need to have the highest weight driver 4 times, non-consecutive 4 times. So for mitigate that, we had to send him first, and then stretch his other stints throughout the race, and we had to put our best 2 drivers in the top, middle, and the last. So that's how we have the overall strategy with us.
Right, Madhava, we are 6 hours down, 3 hours to go. So all the best for your strategy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I've got Dhiren Gunasekar, a driver from Octane Racing. Dhiren, you're done with your 100 minutes for the 12-hour endurance race. How has your strategy been, and did it work?
So far it's worked pretty well. We kind of got a bad start in qualifying. We started 10th on the grid, but we managed to work our way up to P3, and now we've got our lightest driver running. He should be able to eat up the field pretty quick.
So Dhiren, this is not as the usual go-karting, right? So how, as a driver, how do you manage this?
Basically drink a lot of water, drink a lot of electrolytes, constantly keep eating, because you lose about 2 to 3 kilos after each session.
So you've been preparing, like for how long have you guys been preparing?
We've been prepared. I actually joined the team pretty late. I joined a month ago. But they've been preparing since I think the last race finished, because they got mixed up with a bad kart in that race, so they really wanted to come back strong for this run.
So do your drivers have a particular diet, or is...
Not really. For someone like me, it's basically just eat as much as I can to keep my body weight. But if you're a heavier weight driver, you'd ideally eat less food and try to lose weight to gain an edge on the track.
Thank you, Dhiren, and there's 3 hours to go. All the best.
I think 2.5 hours left now. Yeah.
got one of the champion drivers of the day, Ishan Munavira. Ishan, give us a small insight. How was this 12-hour endurance?
First of all, tiring because I have many roles in the team. I have to I'm the team manager and I'm the team captain, and I have responsibility of running as well. So the first things I had to basically do some management of the team, the pit stops, the times, sending out drivers, bringing in drivers. So it was not easy. I mean, drivers also having a tough job running there, but also strategizing. It's behind the scenes, but it's still a bit difficult. So 12 hours, it was a very interesting race. First of all, when the 12 hours was kind of mentioned to us, we were a bit skeptical because we didn't know. Uncharted territory for everyone, because it's the first time in Sri Lanka that we are having a 12 hours race. And we have not done any 12 hours running as well, so we were wondering, will the tires last, will the engine last, who is running, who is not running. Our team has always been 4 drivers for the last so many years. And we were contemplating whether we can do this, do we have to get more people in. And yeah, so it was tough, but great. I mean, great to come out of it winning. So happy.
Yes, and you were talking about all the hard work, and the hard work paid off, didn't it?
It did, certainly did, and we are so happy and ecstatic about the result. For the first round, we came in second, unfortunately because we had some issues with water getting into the carburetor of the car, and we dropped down, and then we had to somehow or the other crawl our way up to second place. And we are happy to get first this time, when running without any incidents, nothing. Everything went perfectly planned. The plans worked out perfectly. There was no hitches, glitches, nothing. Kart performed well as well. So really ecstatic.
Indeed, Ishan, what a great, perfect win. And one last question. I just noticed all of your jerseys had a B positive or an A positive. Talk about it.
Okay, so generally when you're filling forms for all of these races and stuff like that, you have to mention your blood group. So we thought, okay, I mean, in case of any emergencies or anything like that, obviously having it in front of your face is much better than trying to find these forms and trying to figure out what is my blood group, I mean, blah, blah, blah. So we thought, okay, we just have it name, blood group as well. And then anyway, my car also carries my blood group as well. So it just carried to the team, and that's how it is.
Nice, a great initiative, and I'm not going to keep you here. Go enjoy with your team.
Much, thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks. I've got Amjad Iftikhar, the first runner-up driver. Amjad, how do you feel about the result?
Really happy about the result. We were not planning to get a podium, but anyway, things worked out and we managed to get a podium. So really happy about it, and it was a great experience. This 12-hour race is never easy, and kudos to our drivers and our managers and our mechanics. They did a really good job.
Kudos to your team for winning a podium, Amjad.
Thank you, thank you.
So with me, I've got Ryan Gunawardana, the flash of the day, the one to finish the lap the fastest and also with a podium end. Ryan, what do you have to say?
Well, I'm surprised myself that I actually got the fastest timing. I just, had focus, and I just went for the goal. Even though I know we came third, it shouldn't be the best, but I'm happy for what we've got and making my school proud as well.
You indeed made your school proud, Ryan. I don't want to keep you. Go enjoy.
Thank you so much and everything.
That's a wrap for the successful 12 Hours Endurance Karting Championship 2024. Adrenaline was the real fuel of the day. Until next time, I'm Khadija Nazahim. You're watching the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel.